Barnes and Leslie, your Morning X. It's too bad Crash is not in the studio right now because we have our buddy Jared Oxendine on from Oxlaw Firm. Hey, Jared.
Good morning, X. How's everybody doing?
Hey.
We're doing good. And, Crash, who does traffic for us for the 14th time over 30 years, is a professional divorcer. And so we thought at some point you guys need to meet because he's already been through 3, Jared, and I think it'd just be a good lead from me.
I love it. Let's crash. I'd love to crash that party.
Crash could do a one-on-one with you, Jared.
Yes.
Jared, how have you been?
I've been doing very well. I appreciate it. Kids have started back to school. There's a lot of happy parents out there that were so excited to see their kids hop on the school bus. So, we're in that zone right now. It's back to school.
I want to ask you about a weird trend I'm seeing with divorce. And by the way, if that divorce word is creeping in either one of your ears, of course, oxlawfirm.com is where you should go. Jared is an advertiser on 99X. We don't have him on for that reason. We have him on because A, we like him, and B, he's got great stories.
He's good.
It's always top of mind with divorce, so just know he's there if you need to go find somebody. My question is, I'm seeing a weird trend in social divorcation.
What?
Do you know what that is?
No, haven't heard that word. Let's learn something.
Divorcation.
Divorcation is when exes go on vacation for the sake of the kids, but they're divorced.
Yeah, I'm sure it's for the sake of the kids. It's like the phone calls that I get, and they're like, "Hey, I've got a question for you, quote unquote, for a friend. Do you mind giving me a couple minutes?" I'm sure it's all about the kids. Sounds like the parent needed to check out for a little while.
Yeah, how does that work, Barnes?
Well, no, but Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow have done it with their new spouses and all of their kids together.
Oh, you're saying with the exes?
I'm saying they go with the ex on vacation for the sake of the kids with the kids.
Got it.
I think that's very nice.
Well, I think it's good, but here's the problem. Sometimes that's the first time the kids are meeting the significant other, right? So all of a sudden you plan this grand vacation and you decide that you're going to bring the blended family together for the first time on this grand vacation, and that's a little weird for the kids. So I think that's a great idea. I think you should absolutely do it, but make sure there's a transition period, right, where the kids have at least met the other person and have met the other kids before you put them all together on this wonderful vacation.
But that seems like a recipe for destruction. It might start out fine, but look, if you go to a dinner, like it's graduation night, you go to a dinner, it's just that little amount of time and then you break free. You go on a trip and then alcohol's introduced and your kids are going to probably see things that's going to make it even worse.
I think, though, on the other side, Barnes, you're normalizing it for the kids and that they see everybody's getting along. I mean, you got to put yourself to the side.
But are they?
And think about the kids. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be responsible. I'll tell you, you mentioned stories. Here's a funny story for you. I had a situation where parties were divorced. Dad decides to plan exactly what you talked about, this divorcation, plans this wonderful beach trip with the new girl he's dating. She's got her kids there. Long story short, his girlfriend ended up being an OnlyFans model. And they were up in the condo. She literally locked all the kids together in the bedroom. She was out in the main area doing a video shoot. And the way we found out about it, this is a funny story. They come back into town. Of course, she's got her OnlyFans stuff all over the place. And in one of the OnlyFans videos, she's drinking a Capri Sun. And my client, who decided to file a modification over this, said, look at her. She's drinking one of my kids' Capri Suns. That is their flavor. That's what they always drink. Because the kids said, hey, we were locked in the bedroom for half the time. And so she got a super sleuth out there that subscribed to this lady's OnlyFans, got all the videos. It was clear there at the beach. It was clear there at the condo, and she's sitting there drinking the kids' Capri Suns while the kids are locked in the room. How about that for divorcation?
Wow. Well, you said OnlyFans, and I was like, oops. Any other, strange, have you come across any other strange instances of divorce, like that? What caused it?
Yeah, since it's football time, let's do this one. This one's a pretty good one. So I've got a husband and wife. Wife is a huge Alabama fan. Husband is a huge Auburn fan. So house divided. And if anybody that watches college football, the Iron Bowl is a big deal. That's the big Alabama-Auburn rivalry every year. Well, Alabama has been cleaning Auburn's clock, right, for a pretty good amount of time here. Yeah. But all of a sudden, Auburn's up at halftime, and husband is twisting the screw. He's kind of bragging. The wife has had enough of it. So husband goes out to the back porch, and he turns on the grill. She locks him out. She had had enough. She locked all the doors, wouldn't let him back in, and he ended up having to go to a friend's house. I think he was out of the house for like a week before he could get back in, and then ultimately we ended up filing for divorce. Now, was it the iron bowl that caused the divorce? That was probably just a cherry on top, but that's what this guy was complaining about, was getting locked out at halftime of the iron bowl because he missed the rest of the game.
That was what was on the filing? That was what he put from being locked out of the house?
We heard all about it. I mean, that really irritated him.
Wow.
And the funny story is Alabama ended up coming back and winning that game.
Oh, so he got his justice anyway.
Well, the wife was the Alabama fan and the husband was the Auburn fan.
wife was the Alabama.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I got him turned around.
Yeah.
That's pretty severe.
But guys get into a state of mind if you start messing with the TV or messing with our access, like trying to, like when I had one game a year that would be on some rando app I had to get the game because it was playing some stupid school, and if I couldn't log in, I mean, you start getting hot, like you're under the collar literally and you're sweating, and then you have someone going, "Can I get you anything?" You're like, "Shut up."
Yeah, Barnes, you will go to the extreme if you're out of the country to watch something at midnight because of the time difference.
I will run a cable from Atlanta all the way to France and plug my crap in. I ain't playing. All the way underwater. Yeah.
It's nice. Now we have DVRs and stuff we can record, so our lives get so busy. It's nice to kind of put that DVR on, record it, and then watch it later. But then you have to kind of have earmuffs because your friends will say, "Hey, guess who? Did you see the game? Guess who won?"
Yeah, Jared, that is I'm going to divorce you for
Jared,
that idea.
Can't do that.
We're not going to tape
Barnes
a game.
ain't doing that.
Nobody trying to watch the game 2 days
Don't
later.
divorce Jared.
All right.
True. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
So if your wife or husband locks you out of the house, just remember oxlawfirm.com. That's the place you go right after you check the score. All right, Jared, always great to talk with you.
We'll chat soon. Y'all take care.
Jared Oxendine, oxlawfirm.com.